Hi everyone, Aldba here. This is going to be my solo walkthrough and guide to the level 12 quest Invaders on the Elite difficulty. Enjoy. Hi everyone, Warjack here. Before you start, you're going to have to walk over to one of the Hireling vendors and we're going to get the level 14 Hireling, who's a favorite soul, who's got both heal and greater restoration. Okay. Now we're going to head over to the harbor. Okay, the gimmick in this quest is basically they take the explore area of the waterworks and they turn it into a quest. This side room usually has a troglodyte in it. I mean, in the waterworks. I guess you'll see what I mean soon. Anyways, we're going to park our Hireling and we're going to go. Now, the main challenge in this quest is the beholders. There's tons of them. They have this spell magic and they hit you with negative level. Now, if you're a ranged character, this quest is a complete joke because you can just stand out of range and fire at them even if it takes a long time and take no damage. You don't even have to see them to hit them. You can just see the counter on the side, how many invaders are left, how many outsiders are left, and just wait until the number goes down. You know you've shot them. Here I know there's some beholders at the bottom, so I'm first dragging these flesh renders away. The other option you have is doing this as a caster. Also, use some kind of range and you'll be fine. Here I'm running in, taking a few swipes and running back out. When you're playing this as a melee though, and you're forced to run all the way up, and you don't have a way to heal yourself or to get rid of negative levels, this can be a big problem. So this is going to be my method. I'm just going to park my Hireling. This room is safe, and I'm going to keep on running back to him, asking him to A, hit me with greater restoration, that gets rid of all the negative levels, and then heal me back up, and I'm good to go. So it's going to keep on I'm running back to him. He's just going to stay out of range. I'm going to play it basically all by myself. I'm going to be doing all the damage. I'll be taking care of all the mobs, but he'll be there always safe. And every time I take a few negative levels, I'll run back and let him heal me up. Now, the reason I'm not calling him to me is because sometimes things spawn. And, I mean, things spawn all the time, usually next to portals. But, sorry for stopping for a second, this area is a little bit different than the actual quest, than the waterworks area. They've changed it a bit. There's no underground passage over there. Anyways, back to what I was saying. The reason I don't call the Hireling to me is because since there's spawning that happens next to portals, sometimes the monsters run around and they can find my Hireling and kill him. And that can, well, then that'll be it. I'll probably die and that'll be the end of this. Anyways, I'd rather play it safe rather than exiting and coming back in 5 times. Just leave him in a safe spot. Go, clear out a little bit. If I take some negative levels, run back. Rinse and repeat. This is one of the DDO classic levels. That means it's true free to play. And this happens to be one of those really hard quests. If you're doing this solo for the first time, you walk in, you get destroyed. It usually comes out of nowhere, not expecting it. So definitely one quest that a lot of players hate because they came in, got wrecked, and were less than impressed and never want to play it again. So anyways, so this should be a pretty safe way to do it. You're doing this at level 14. You can afford taking a few negative levels and run back and get yourself back up to full. There's a note that I would like to make about Hirelings. There is a level 16 Hireling, I think also a favorite soul, who has greater restoration, heal, and also he has death ward, which is really nice. The problem is being a level 16, and if you want to do this at level 14, that's kind of a problem. So you can buy him as a gold seal, either through the DDO with DDO points, DDO store with DDO points, or you can buy him with shards, just through the regular Hireling vendor. There's a tab that you can use to buy things with shards for basically the same version as the ones you buy from this DDO store. And you can enter level 14. I wouldn't do it. I think this is good enough. I don't think the death ward is that important. As long as you've got death block, you're good enough. Death ward will only save you against the negative levels, and that goes away after a second as soon as you get close to the beholder because of the anti-magic. Usually dispels you and you're done. So I wouldn't sweat about it. But I'm just saying there's an option just in case you wanted to know. I think that out of all these Reavers, the Ice Reavers, or Ice Flincher, whatever they're called, these are actually the most dangerous. They have this like cold damage dot that can stack up really fast, so I usually go for them first. The Beholder Beams can't go through walls, but they can go through the corners. I'm not sure exactly how to define it, but like, just because you're out of eyesight doesn't mean they can't hit with their beam. If they've already tagged you, you go around the corner, they still get you. Anyways, all these portals, we have to go and clear out Beholders. A certain amount of them. You'll see there's an objective on the side, and that will open up this big flame barrier towards the end. The end is the room where, the secret room where there's a troll. It's locked with a rune. I'm talking about the Waterworks quest, if you know it. Anyways, these portals will continuously spawn enemies periodically. I'm telling you this because it's important if you want to get that extra objective of clearing out 120 outsiders. You're gonna have to run back and kill the things that spawn. By the way, heal gets rid of stat damage. So if I've got, like right now, constitution damage, and I go and he hits me with the heal, we'll take care of that automatically. But the negative levels you can't get rid of without using greater restoration. So that's why you gotta have a Hireling who's got both. Of course, if you're some kind of healer and you've got them both by yourself, again, it's not a problem. You can restorate, you can cast greater restoration on yourself and then heal, and you're fine. Most of the Beholders don't have that much hit points, but some of them could be champions like this one, and could be a little bit dangerous. Anyways, basically, as long as you don't rush this quest, you should be fine. It's not actually really that hard. The consequences of taking negative levels is really the thing that makes this quest really hard. And if you're just a pure melee, and I don't know, some barbarian or warrior with no way to heal yourself and no way to get rid of negative levels, yeah, this quest will drive you crazy.
You spy the remains of a waterworks guard. You can only hope he died a quick death.
This area is the entrance to the waterworks, so if you're disoriented, this is actually the entrance. Start from here, look at the map, it's the exact same map as the waterworks. That also means if you're not sure about this map and you want to practice it, you can always run around the waterworks, so it's just a level 2 adventure area, and you can see how it looks. Anyways, there's these green circles where these Beholders spawn. You have to get rid of them. I think there's 5 or something like that, and then you can go access the end. These orbs, when you walk through them, they cast a random effect. That could be a good effect or a bad effect. Now, unlike Zoriat Cypher, where you can use runes to close portals, these cannot be dispelled. They continuously just walk around, so no matter what you do, they'll always be there. So try your best to avoid them. Some of the effects can be really nasty. Some of them are just funny or whatever it is, but some of them can be really mean. So I recommend trying to avoid them at least. The risk is not worth it. I did this a while back when I was using the machine bow build. This quest was a total joke. I just ran through and destroyed everything. Opened doors, fired into rooms, and that was it. It was like the easiest run I've had of this, but now I'm doing this as a melee who basically focuses on melee and not on anything else. And now it becomes a chore, so it's just take a few negative levels, run back and get restoration cast on you. And heal for good measure. I don't recommend bringing the Hireling with you. He can easily die. He doesn't cope too good and his AI stinks, so I just leave him parked in a safe spot and that's it. Also, you shouldn't run past all these Reavers if you're trying to go for the optional, because you want the kills. And you want them to continuously respawn so you can kill them. If not, you'll be spending a lot of extra time running around waiting for them to respawn. Okay, I'm just gonna take a little detour to see if anything spawned in this room. I guess not. That was lucky, no negative levels. Here down at the bottom, this is where in the waterworks you have the optional of a rust monster. Just for the record, I do have restoration pots. I'll take off one negative level at a time, unlike Greater Restoration, who does all of them at once. And it's just very costly, so instead of spending many restoration potions on this simple quest, just got a Hireling. It's much cheaper. And yeah, I know I have to run back, but big deal. Also, clearing out that beholder over there makes some monsters spawn at the bottom over here. Yeah, I know I'm very low on health, I know. Anyways, this room doesn't have any portals next to it, so I'm going to call my Hireling to here so I don't have to run all the way back to there. As far as I can tell, all the small secret areas, secret doors that open up in the waterworks are all blocked off in this version of the map. You can't open up those secret little doors where there's, Black Widow or the other spider, brown spider, or the kobolds. All those areas are like closed off. It's really annoying when you tell the hireling to use heal and then he uses it on himself instead of on you. You gotta make sure you're selected. Here's the shrine room. Yeah, see this wall's blocked off. Anyways, I can park my hireling here. Should be safe. This section over here in the waterworks is locked with that room, and there's a troll at the end of this. There's a rare encounter with a troll at the end of this tunnel. In this case, it's the main area, well, the main boss room. Here you can see the barrier of fire. We need to clear out the beholders with those green rings at the end of these hallways, so that will drop. Last few beholders. I'm just looking out for how many negative levels I have. I don't want to take too many and die. I'm standing a little bit away from my hireling, so when the trash comes running after me, it doesn't cleave and hit him also. Also, if you didn't notice, well, you probably didn't, but that room, the shrine room, if you open it on that from the outside, the door is timed, so it closes back. But once you open it from the inside, it stays open all the time. So in this case, it's going to be a good thing because I'm going to use it as a safety. Just in case I die, I would like to run back and have it open for me. As you can see, it's still open. This is also going to be a bad thing if you don't want monsters to come in after you. Even before I see it, I know there's a beholder there because of that green ring on the floor. Oh, it's 150 outsiders with the optional. Anyways, now the way is open. I just want to complete this final objective of getting the optionals. So I'm going to run back all the way to the other edge, past all the portals. Well, here there's no portal, so I guess it doesn't spawn anything. And get all the extra kills. It doesn't take long, actually. If you've been persistent in killing everything and up until now, should be pretty close to the same amount. 20 to 30 outsiders left. It's not a big deal. Part of the benefit of running back and forth all the time is you keep on running past portals and you get another opportunity to kill more monsters who spawn. Okay, this is the final room. I'm going to leave it to the end. I don't want to accidentally aggro the boss and then have to fight him. Also, there's no more beholders now, so I guess I can buff up because there's nothing to hit me with anti-magic. Except for potentially those orbs. I think if you step through them, one of the possible effects is anti-magic, so I don't know. I'm not gonna try. Yeah, the monsters at the bottom over here only spawn once, and I think it's after you kill the beholder for the first time. For some reason this ice flincher doesn't spawn next to his portal. It just spawns right in the middle over there, I don't know why. Also, this portal doesn't seem to spawn anything. I guess it's technically a safe spot, well, if not for those orbs. I wouldn't leave my Hireling there. I ran through that orb and got affected with a heal spell. Totally worth it. Not that I meant to do it, but you know. Let's pretend they did. Quick note from Alba here. I just want to say that in general, if you're liking these videos and you have a good idea for a video that you think could be useful because you find it very challenging to complete solo, or just challenging because, I don't know, puzzle elements or whatever, please leave a comment. I would be very happy to see what you have in mind, and maybe if I've already done it, I'll link it to you and tell you here it is. But either way, I'd like to hear from you guys. Leave a comment and I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you. Yeah, Wojak here again. We're basically done. I'm just clearing out the last few monsters, running back past the portals. Basically one whole run from the beginning to the end, back and forth, should be enough to complete this final objective. And yeah, it's not too much time as long as you're making sure to clear as you go. When it comes to the end, you shouldn't have too many left. This of course is an optional, you don't have to do this, but I usually like to try to do a full run, get all the objectives, breakables, conquest, etc. Get everything done if I'm making a walkthrough and guide. You know, for completion's sake. I have no idea why I clapped over there. No clue. Maybe because I touched that orb, I don't know. As I said before, these ice guys are... ouch. These ice guys are really dangerous. Yeah, the last few are probably going to spawn. I can get them from killing the ones that are in the final room. That should be enough. Here I'm going to park my Hireling closer. Now I'm going to try to fight everybody in this hallway. Just in case I go down and die, I'll be just close enough to the shrine that I can run back around the corner. If I'm in the main room, I'll be too far away. If I'm over here in this room, I should be just close enough. Yeah, wish me luck. I usually do this quest for favor. Don't care too much about if I die, I'll just run back in. Because I don't really care, I don't mind. But now I'm doing it for the video, so now all of a sudden I care. Over here, the final boss, the orange name. In this case, it's an ice flencher, but there's, I think, 4 different variants. And your reward will be based off which one of the 4 you get. The difficulty scales significantly. If you get an Elder Beholder as your final boss, it's really difficult. The loot here is nothing special, it's just general trash. There is some named items, not really worth a lot in today's standards, but you get these things called outsider tokens. They are bound to character and they're considered ingredients. There's a possible reward you can get for them. If you want to know more about that, I made a short quick bits video about outsider tokens you can check out after this video. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. As usual, here I basically got everything, and hope you enjoyed the full walkthrough. Yeah, and that's basically it. Anyways, if you've benefited from this guide, or if you've enjoyed this walkthrough, please hit like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now you might want to check out some of my other videos. Yeah, I guess I'll see you there. I'll bar out.